I have come across various types of women in my life during when I used to empower them on financial literacy or whenever I used to discuss with them on their many other personal matters, be it be educated, non-educated, be it be in rural area or in urban area, whether she is working, not working, she's a homemaker, mother, married, unmarried, all types of women I have come across. Trust me, the financial literacy level in each and every one is quite less. And they always feel that it's not their cup of tea, which I personally completely disagree. It is so simple if you just follow few basic things which I'm going to teach you today. And I personally feel that no one can beat women as far as budgeting is concerned. And if you know how to budget yourself, I don't think anybody can stop you by becoming rich, and you can surely lead a very beautiful life with the help of money management. So let us understand which are those few simple things which you have to follow and master this subject of money management and financial planning. Let's talk why financial planning is important for women. Well, women by nature can handle so beautifully well the four things which is absolutely necessary: budgeting, investments, planning, and protection. Women think first about the family members and then for herself. That itself is the best quality in an investor. And let me tell you, women live longer than men, and they are usually younger than their spouses. So women need to do a lot of financial planning for her own dignity, self-confidence, and for the retirement years where she is going to be alone for sure in the last few years of her life. And women can definitely do this much better because of her basic skills and nature about how to use money wisely and invest and grow wisely. Also, there is a gender gap in earning. Usually worldwide, men gets 24% more salary or money rather than women gets. Women gets this lesser money for the same job of what men gets. So it is all the more crucial and important for women to do financial planning very seriously and grow her money for the future. 85% of the household expenses are handled by women. Then why can't women do the investments also that well? Absolutely, it is proper to say that who better than the Lakshmi of the house for Lakshmi of the future? Well, there are few reasons and there are few points which I would like to mention here. One must understand how and why it is important for women to do financial planning. Basically, there is something called 30-30 challenge which we all are going to face in our life. 30 productive years of our life wherein we are going to be young, we are productive, we are earning, and there is no medical issue in our life, which is from 25 to 55. And what if we live up to 85 years? Another 30 years of our retirement life. And as I already mentioned you, that women live longer than men. So please, all the women, gear up for money management and financial planning in your life. It's very, very important. Also, beating inflation is one of the core things which you should be doing. Today's 100 rupees, next year it just looks like 95, and 10th year it gives you a purchasing power of only 40 rupees. So understand how you can beat inflation in medium to long term and grow your money for your future. If you think taking care of yourself is selfish, then you better change your mind. Let us understand how every woman should invest. First and foremost, how much to spend and how much to invest. And there are simple formulas for that. Either of the formula you can apply. First one is 50-30-20. So 50% of what you earn, you can spend that on your needs. 30% what you earn, you can spend them on your wants, your pleasure, your joy. And 20% at every point of time, You must invest for your future. And the second formula is 30-30, 40-50 and 50-100. So when you are 30 years old, try to invest 30%. When you are 40 years old, please invest 40%. And when you are 50 years old, you can invest entire 100% of your salary. Because the earlier 20 years which you invested in a very process-driven way, the compounding, the long term, the additional source of income by way of returns on those investments will really empower you so much that you don't have to touch your salary for the last 10 years of your earning life. And imagine how super rich you will retire. So now you know how much to invest and how much to spend. So once you arrive at, say for example, 100 rupees you want to invest, you have to follow proper asset allocation. How we eat balanced diet for healthy body, the same way you should follow proper asset allocation when you invest your money. And remember one thing, asset allocation just does not include your age factor. You have to definitely consider various other factors like when do you want your money back, what is your age, what kind of risk appetite you have. Well, over here I will quickly explain you that there are 3 types of risk when you invest your money. Your market risk, your credit risk and your liquidity risk. And liquidity risk is the toughest one. If you want your money tomorrow and if you can't get that money and you have invested in such a way that you can take that money only after 10 years, what kind of financial planning is this? So remember, you have to understand that liquidity risk is the toughest one. Whenever you are investing even 500 rupees of your hard-earned money, you have to consider all these aspects. And asset allocation is the beauty and success for your financial planning. And there is a simple ratio for that, 100 minus age. So if you want to invest 100 rupees and if you are 30 years old, then 100 minus 30 is equal to 70. Now 70 rupees will go in your wealth creation basket and 30 rupees will go in your tax planning basket and protection planning basket. So over here I have also taught you 3 things, that there are 3 baskets: tax planning, protection planning and wealth creation. So how we can maintain our tax planning basket? Under section 80C you can invest in public provident fund or in ELSS, which is equity linked savings scheme, invests 100% into equity managed by mutual fund. Either of the scheme you can invest 1.5 lakh rupees per year and get tax exemption also and tax free returns also. 50,000 additionally you can invest in NPS and you can create pension for yourself. So when your salary stops, your pension starts and you are not dependable on anyone as far as your lifestyle expenses are concerned when you are retiring. And lastly, you can show your housing loan also in your tax planning basket. The second basket which you have to maintain properly is your protection planning basket. So in protection planning basket, one must do proper term insurance. Well, women live longer than men, so I advise that every husband should take adequate term insurance and do proper nominee to his wife. Because women may live longer, so women should do more pension and husbands should take more term insurance. Well, Mediclaim, critical illness Mediclaim separately you should take. 67% of the diseases in our country are because of critical illness. And let me tell you, Mediclaim doesn't cover all the critical illnesses. So critical illness Mediclaim has to be taken separately. Cancer specific Mediclaim also you should take separately. I lost my mother in cancer and I exactly know how it is painful when you don't have proper Mediclaim. Well, cancer is 100% curable if you detect it early and if you have enough proper money and doctors and relevant treatment you get. Well, I do my body checkup every year, which is in my hand, and I have taken a proper cancer Mediclaim for myself. So every woman should take the cancer specific Mediclaim separately. Well, accidental coverage, surgical Mediclaim, you should take floater every time when you take any Mediclaim, etc. And ensure that nominee is done properly. and every family member should inform the women of the house that what kind of investments, what kind of policies have been taken by them, so that if in case of emergency, she knows where to go and claim. And last but not the least, succession planning. Even if you want to donate your eyes, you have to draft your will. And will is a very, very integral part of your holistic goal-based financial planning. So ensure that you draft your will. Every woman should draft her will separately. Not necessary that you have to draft together with your either father, brother, son or husband. You yourself can draft your will separately and do so. So this is how the protection planning basket, you can maintain it very properly. And the third and most important basket is your wealth creation basket. You know why you should definitely do this properly? Your dreams, goals, your passion, your charity, social work, retirement planning, midlife planning, children planning, so many things. All your joy, happiness is somewhat related to your wealth creation basket, and that's the reason you should definitely maintain this properly. And over here, I would suggest mainly you should invest your money in mutual funds and equity. Equity is the heart of your investment. Please don't treat equity as a gambling or shortcut or one-year double kind of a product asset class. In equity, you can create wealth not just for yourself, but for your generations to come. So there are three beautiful S methods available when you invest in mutual fund. What are these three S? SIP, STP and SWP. So when you are young and when you don't have too much of money, but when you aspire to have a lot of money over a period of time, then you must start your SIP today itself. It can be as low as 500 rupees a month, but do it for longer years and make the best use of compounding in your financial journey. So when you get your bonus, for example, and you want to just park that money and then do systematic transfer plan, because you can never time the market, right? So on one particular day, you should never invest your entire money. In a staggered way, with rupee cost averaging benefit, you must invest through systematic transfer plan, and every month certain amount goes into your long-term goal, mainly into equity. That's what is STP. You do SIP plus STP throughout, and then when you retire, it's time for you to get the fruits. Well, that's nothing else but SWP. Systematic withdrawal plan, and it works like a pension for you. So when you retire, just invest your money according to your asset allocation in any particular scheme which is good for you, and don't touch the principal amount. Only by way of the returns you can maintain your life standard and expenses with the help of SWP. So you see, SIP, STP and SWP works wonderfully well for you in your whole journey of money management. Gold, of course it glitters so much and every woman loves to invest in gold. But let me tell you here, don't always invest in jewelry, because when you invest in jewelry, there are so many disadvantages as far as investments are concerned. Purity, discipline, theft issue. So many reasons you should not invest only in jewelry, but definitely you should consider ETF or gold SIP. So no emotional attachment with that investment, and by all means you can meet your dream or goal of any other type with the help of that gold investment. And let me tell you, after this pandemic, gold has emerged like an emergency fund. Anywhere across the globe you can sell it and you can use that money for any emergency you have in your life. So gold has definitely captured a very good position as far as emergency, liquidity and long-term investment is concerned. So why it is important to include women in financial planning? Well, personally I feel no one can be better than the women of the house as far as money is concerned. Well, only 14% of the people are investing currently, and hardly 24% of the women are taking decisions as far as money management is concerned. So let us change this ratio, involve women as much as we can, because they are very patient, they are very long term, they are not greedy, they are not fearful, and they are very balanced. They are optimum, they are not maximum, and they always think for the family first and then for themselves. So who better than women of the house when we take money management decisions? So teach her how money works, and then you see women of the house will change the whole world. Well, something very close to my heart. Why we should encourage more and more women financial planners. Hardly 25% of the financial planners, be it in insurance or in mutual funds, are women as of today. So we need to change this ratio, isn't it? Because women bring so much of skill on the table. They are very empathetic, they are good listeners, they by default design protection planning, and they are very, very emotional. They understand the psychology of an investor. They are long term, and they are superb advisors and counselors too. I personally feel that no one can be better than a women financial advisor. So do you think, is it lucrative to take this as a career? Let us understand how lucrative and how remunerative this profession is. So how lucrative this business is? Well, I would say for the flexi hours, sitting at home doing business, or maybe second career in women's life, nothing can beat as a financial advisory profession. And I will explain you how and why. If you are a mutual fund distributor, you get trail commission. And just by getting 10,000 rupees per month SIP for 10 years, and if we assume that the market is increasing by 12%, and if you get say only 50 basis trail commission, you make close to 20 lakhs rupees after 10 years without doing anything. Meaning you just have to retain those clients, that's it. And if you do 25,000 rupees per month SIP, then you make close to 50 lakhs rupees trail. So जब जब शोले टीवी पर बजती है ना, तब तब रमेश सिप्पी को अपना एक हिस्सा आज भी जा रहा है. And that is what is all about trail income, passive income. One must understand how passive income, another layer of income, multiple sources of income will make you super duper rich and confident. And also, as a financial advisor, you don't have to stop at only mutual funds. You have to do cross-selling, multiple products, including international equity, PMS, insurance, fixed deposits, wills, protection planning, so many things you can do, and you can design a holistic goal-based financial planning for your client. And remember one thing, if you have 100 families in your kitty, you are at home. You don't have to do anything and you will earn in crores of rupees, provided you are focused, provided you are making the best use of your networking and your skills. And once again, let me tell you, no one can be better than women financial planner. So go for it. So now you all know which role I was talking about. Yes, you have to take the role of money manager for your family in your house. And exactly what I am doing. Trust me, everything and anything regarding money management at my place, I am the boss and I know everything. So as you should aim for it. Let's do it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure you have many questions, but don't worry, we are going to bring you many more videos in future. So finally, I would love to wish each and everyone a very happy Women's Day. Myself, Alpa Shah, social entrepreneur, author and finance expert, and your Tattva Guru. Just remember, Tattvam Asi.